This is Anna calling. This is what happened when I went on expedition with Terje and Lee to Italy to get cheese. It was a wonderful time. Hope you like it too. On this expedition, I was testing hypotheses for 3 entities: the companies Nativus and Hygromedia, and the project currently known as Skegel. Nativus is my company where I build businesses. Earlier expeditions have gone to Silicon Valley, Tokyo, Sandnessjøen, Paris, London, Toronto, and then Silicon Valley again. The work process is real-world experimentation organized as expeditions. And the important task is to test reactions, not opinions. Hygromedia is our media company. We make art mostly, but we would like to do more corporate content like this. An important limitation posed by Hygromedia on this expedition is that we can use 1 week maximum, because Terje and Rese has to get back to Oslo and do some real work. The gains for Hygromedia of partaking in this expedition is international experience and, of course, fill our portfolio with a travel documentary. Skegel is a Nativus project concerning import and export of agricultural products. An important requirement imposed on this expedition is that we need to start securing supply lines of prize goods in and out of Norway.
Let's go to Europe, man. We're gonna drive through most of Western Europe. We're gonna go from Oslo, where we're right now, through Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Luxembourg, France, Italy, and then back up through Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Austria, and then through Germany again, and back up through Denmark and Sweden. It's gonna be exciting. Let's go! We're driving the show Peugeot 206 GTI from 2002. Mostly red colored, well kept by the last owners, so we should have a nice ride. Here we see typical pattern of Oslo. One wrong turn and you're bound to end up close to where you started from. But Oslo is the 2019 Miljøhovedstad in Europe. Seems they are doing something right. Now coming up is Tollbugata, and right down there is where we just started from. And now we're heading to Europe. Here we go. Headed southbound on the E6 east of the Oslo Fjord. Car seems to be operating just fine. Just easing into it, looking for a good driving position with a good view of everything. Trying to find a position that I can use for many hours. I am seated fairly upright, bent arms and everything, and hopefully I'm also going to focus on trying to stretch my upper part of my back, so I'm not crouched down like this, but more like this. So hopefully I'll remember that and work on my posture a little bit. It should actually ease the tension in the lower, or in the lumbar, in the top part of the lumbar, if that's the correct term. I'm sure my father will arrest me on that. And of course also combined with correct breathing, which I'm sure I will be discussing later, Qigong, part of Chinese philosophy. But of course I'm not the only one here behind the camera. You can't see him right now, but I promise you he's there. There's Terje and Rese, and I'm stretching my back again. We've worked together before, but this is our first expedition. We're both seeing a lot of new countries. Okay, Terje and Rese, you must now initiate operations. picture of me as a boy. As a boy. As a boy. This is a picture of me as a boy. This is a picture of me as a boy. The plan for today, first day of expedition, was to travel by car down E6 from Oslo to Gothenburg, by Malmö, Copenhagen and to Hamburg. We were to leave by 8 AM. What happened? We left at 8 PM and we are currently at Hanke, 2 hours south of Oslo. What is the plan for tomorrow? We are gonna drive to Nürburgring, which is located in Germany. Other notes: we have been trying both technical sides and also concepts in the beginning of our expedition. I think we're doing great, and I'm very much looking forward to the coming days. See you soon! A great night last night in Hanke, our first stop on our expedition. Now we're anxious to head south. 1 kilometer til riksgrensen. Ja, det är fantastiskt när man krossar gränsen ut till Sverige och man börjar prata mer internationellt på en och samma tid. Så ja, det ska vara intressant att få följa här utvecklingen. Well, we're approaching Norrby shopping center. We're gonna see what they have here. We're gonna have a nice little lunch here in the parking lot. You think so, Tarandre? And maybe also Norrby in the background. That would be pretty cool, huh? Alright, we're rolling, man. We're rolling. Oh shit. Snuslagret åt ännu. Okay, we just left Norrby shopping center. We only got caught there for an hour. That's actually very good if you know anything about the Norrby shopping center. I even re-entered the shopping center without buying something extra. I'm proud of that. We can say that Mr. Thun and his accomplices have very efficiently engineered their centers to facilitate an efficient shopping experience. We've properly stacked up and leaving known waters more and more. It's 2 o'clock. So now we're going back on E6, heading for Gothenburg, Göteborg. We should be there in about 2.5 hours, I think. But first, we have a small stop in Ljungskile, which is about an hour from here. Or we might experience something else completely. Who knows? This is the fun of being on expeditions. Ljungskile. The expedition is going along quite nicely. It's very good that we are 2 drivers now, efficiently. Looking forward to getting some Swedish meatballs, maybe. Hallo! Tusen takk skal du ha. God kveld, hei. We're now crossing over from the Norwegian, Swedish half island up there and going into continental Europe. We're crossing Born, the bridge between Malmö and Copenhagen. We're gonna head to Køge for the night. I have a shelter there. It's gonna be very exciting, hopefully, with walls. Here is the bridge, and there is mainland Europe. coming! Køge! Dette er Rune som går foran oss. Han har tatt oss inn for natten. He's taken us in for the night. It's very nice. And now we're driving across his fields there. He says it's okay. It seems like people have driven there before. So now we are in Airbnb and we're about to go down to Rune's shelter, as he calls it. We'll see what happens down there. Maybe there's firewood, maybe not. I think there's a roof. I don't think there's any heating. We have some extra sleeping bags and I think we'll have to use them. This is an American felling axe, probably a Danish design. We're going to use it to chop up some very small firewood in the dark. Probably going to be fine. Probably going to be fine. First, we find water. We have water. Then we find firewood. Kom litt her og der. This is a pen I stole in England. Just kidding. I just borrowed it. We're in Køge, and I just finished writing in the hit book. It's beautiful hit there. 10-9-19. Never again, the 9th of April 2019. As we say in Norway, kind of. You took us in as we were crossing the bridge, and the midnight was approaching. Thank you. Isn't it kind of weird that 12 PM is called midnight? I guess things were different back in the day. So Tata is going to draw beautiful faces here. Day 3. Are you ready, Terje Andre? We're gonna go into Germany and then further on to the Netherlands. Tonight we'll sleep in Holland. Day 3. Let's go, Axel! Into the depths of Europe. Just driving onto a ship. This will take us to Germany. Put, guard. Many famous ferries in Norway. All of them go to Strømstad. We are facing a problem. About to get off the ferry here. We are about to enter Germany. This is Puttgarden. We survived the ship. And we're gonna get on the Autobahn. A1 first. That sounds like a boy band. It is. 138. Talking about the metric system, you have 1609 for the English mile and we have 1852 for nautical mile. Great, we just crossed the border in Germany. Since I didn't have my passport out, I had my passport in the back and I thought we were good in the EU without passport, but they wanted to see the passport on the crossing no matter what. I took out this piece of paper, which is my temporary driver's license. I don't have a driver's license, I don't have a payment card, I don't have a cell phone subscription. So it's very good that the Tata is here. Now we just crossed into Schleswig-Holstein, which it said on the sign was the echte Norden. Those are fighting words, man. Skal vi faen meg til Nederland? We're going to Holland, man. We're going to Utrecht. This is a picture of me as a windmill. Hello, Norway! The world exists out here. The Germans have been doing it all the time. The same thing. Shooting and driving. While we were watching skis, they were driving fast cars. Very fast, but also responsible. We are in Holland, the Netherlands. Just past the border. The speed limit is now imposed. Liberal 130. We've been making good progress. So now we're about to head to Utrecht and find our 16th century Airbnb for the night at Dirk Jan's place. We are medium on fuel, low on cash, send money. Utrecht is a wonderful, wonderful city. About as we expected. So looking forward to come back here. And this house from the 1600s, Dirk Jan, you're the man. Today we're going on a very diplomatic journey. We will pass Brussels, Luxembourg, and aim for Geneva. Please pay attention now. This species, four collected at one place, is very rare. This is something that you seldom see. On my left, you will soon see a collection of four of the rarest kinds of.
600 meters at the roundabout. Take the second exit.
Okay, good morning. This is day 5 of the expedition. We're currently close to Geneva, but in France. Yesterday we drove down on a little tour of the diplomatic Europe by Brussels and Luxembourg to Geneva. Today we're heading into Italy, and we have now opened the slots for purchasing of wine and cheese in advance. Cut that part out. We're looking forward to crossing the Alps today, the Neath Alps, like Napoleon with his army. And yesterday we covered about 90 Norwegian miles. Today we'll see what happens. If we can get to Tuva in time, we will have the cheese. See you soon! Oh, you thought we were going to Italy now? Oh no, we have to pay extra for the breakfast. Today we are going through the tunnel of Mont Blanc, and we're heading for Ovale in Italy, which is the correct next spot. We're on the road, rolling nice, and we hope to make it in time to buy our cheese before they close today. We'll see. We'll drive as fast as possible, but not any faster. Let's go. Don't throw bottles on the workers. It says on the sign. It says on the signs. Ne, rien, something. That's life. You just have to wait. So when the truck company skimps on the engine for the truck and we're stuck in first gear on our way to Mont Blanc, it's a good time to sing some Edith Piaf, I think. Ne regrette rien. Through Mont Blanc, highest mountain in Europe. This is a tunnel. Yeah. In the middle of this tunnel there's a big lab. It's even I can't explain that properly. My brother though probably could. Welcome to Italy! I took that gondola one time with my family. It's the first of 3 that takes you very high up in the mountain. I remember coming up to the tallest one and seeing a guy dingling his legs across the edge. I was very scared because I'm pretty scared of heights. Earlier this year, last fall, I was on the top of the German Alps, the Zugspitze. I pushed my old boss It's easier to be in the car. On foot it's hard. But we're close. We're in Ovalo now. Looking for cheese. I think it's around there somewhere. Wine too. It's supposed to be in there. What the fuck? I'm 100% sure it's this way. Film inside the shop that we will plan to use as a supplier. And that's due to my lack of Italian, maybe the lack of a proper introduction to the supplier. So it's part of the deal, you know, it's part of cultural studies and everything. Right now we have to eat some food. It's been a long journey. But it's not over yet. See you soon.
If that cheese had been ready,
we would have been home tomorrow. But this is great. Excelente. Eso es el usare il tipo Recco.
Tipo Recco, esatto, io lo faccio sempre, molto buona.
Omaggio con stracchino, regalo questi.
Oh, ok.
Quando l'acqua bolle, si buttano. Quando si aspetta, salgono a galla, si tolgono. Ah, ma lo sa cosa mi ha detto? Non gliel'ho mai detto.
Guarda, è una casa come quella.
Erano appena usciti 5 litri, 7,50 e viene 11 euro.
11 euro, ok.
Latina.
Sì.
Esto, muy bien.
Grazie. Necesito fria, no?
Sì.
Box frio.
Ah, box frigo.
Borsa frigo.
Borsa frigo.
Perché necesito Norvegia.
Dunque, qui chi è che ce l'ha? Ma
Borsa frigo ce l'avranno alcuni.
Che sono?
Sì, ce l'hanno. Qui al supermercato.
Al supermercato.
Grazie.
Questi sono buoni con il pesto, col pesto genovese. Oppure
Compra questo, il pesto.
il pesto è qui,
Quanto, signora?
questo qui, 10
Diciamo
giorni,
un netto e mezzo.
in frigorifero.
Ok. Due pesto.
Due?
Cerca del totale.
Tutto totale.
In Italia c'è della roba buona.
L'olio è lì,
Non abbiamo
Tipo zero, tipo fatta el pasta.
Pasta, sì.
Però io quiero fatta.
E allora?
Usa la olio.
Ma io
Per mangiare con la...
Este tipo, però necesito para fatta pasta.
la farina. Farina.
Ah, perfetto.
Questa farina
per tutti gli usi.
per tutti gli usi, questa qui va bene.
Excellente.
Fare pasta, fare pizza anche. È una farina
E allora,
non
buona domenica
impoverita.
delle palle.
Ok.
Anche ai
Non
ragazzi,
impoverita, integra.
Ok, per esempio, fatta focaccia vender perché es un producto
Sì, prodotto
Fantastico.
tipico, sì.
Però los due de farina.
2, sì.
Grazie.
Ok.
Un regalo de madre de...
Sua mamma? Bene. Benissimo.
Fuoco molto alto.
Molto alto.
Massimo. Quando poi la tempo 10 minutos,
Nemmeno.
la pasta gonfia, è cotta. È cotta.
Sì,
Ok.
sì.
Quando viene su è una meraviglia.
Buona.
Uguale, stracchino e crescenza. C'è chi lo chiama stracchino, chi lo chiama crescenza.
Excellente.
Poi c'è questa borsa qui.
Grazie. Però grazie molto.
Sta buona.
Ciao.
A voi, ciao.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Aspetta che ti apro. Ciao
Grazie.
ragazzi, grazie a voi.
We have had a full roadside service by Italian enthusiasts. Oil is filled up at least, not changed, and coolant checked, and we have a full tank of gas. We just left Italy and we just entered Switzerland, so we are heading back north. It's Saturday and we're gonna see how far we get up Germany today. Yep, it's just a race back north now. And now we're heading to Liechtenstein as a first stop. Exciting. We're gonna get into Austria also. We got cheese in the back. Alright, it's time to drive. Got snow. We're in the Alps. We're on summer tires, of course. Liechtenstein! Woo! Nytt land! New country! Liechtenstein! This is country number 9. Very good. As you can clearly see from the footage, we are now just across the border to Österreich, Austria, which marks our 10th country on the journey, and we have only been on the road for 6 days. So, let's see how fast we can get home. Austria, Österreich. Grüß Gott. Viel Spaß. Corner. Back in Køge. It's been quite a ride. Rune doesn't seem to be here, but we know where to go. Here in Køge, we mark the start of the final day of the expedition. It was also the end of the second day of the expedition. Here in Køge, it's a beautiful day. We were sleeping in Rune's shelter, and we're looking forward to setting sail towards our home harbor, which is Oslo. Leaving Køge on our way to the Øresund's bridge, where if we had done better research we could have picked up a bro pass on our way down. But now we have to pay a full ticket. It's gonna be good. You ready, Terje André? Here we go! Exotic up here. Come visit. Bring your wool underwear. You gotta like talking about the weather. Do those two things, we'll have a great time in Norway. Tobbegata 19. Home base. We're back. Open the door, man. We've been to Europe. We're back. All right. Let's get the cheese in. Here's what we went all this way for, in this cooler right here. So now it's gonna be exciting when we pack out upstairs to see how it's doing. So let's secure that first and then unpack everything else. Vola, farina no? Vola. 2 kilos of our pecorino. This goes into the carbonara. And we have 4 pieces of stracchino. I have to keep it packed, it's leaking a little bit. That's to be expected. This goes into the focaccia di Reco. We're gonna make this. And then, finally, there's this wonderful piece. 1 kilo of Parmigiano Reggiano.
Summary. On this expedition I was testing a hypothesis for 3 entities, the companies Nativus and Media, and the project currently known as Kegel. What do you think, Tata? Var ikke så lurt.